And just like that, as we are set to end the weekend, we are getting numbers from overseas, from all the international markets that the Marvels opened up in. And what we're seeing is a complete disaster on a completely different front. Where things stand as of right now is that the Marvels in the United States is going to have a huge uphill battle the next couple of weeks in hopes of making even as much as the first Captain Marvel did in its opening weekend. Now, when it comes to worldwide, numbers were expected to be about 140 to 160 million, incorporating the United States. Unfortunately, it's come out that the total global haul is 110.3 million, with 63.3 million coming in from overseas. Obviously, this means that in its worldwide opening, this film made way less than just Captain Marvel in the United States initially on its opening weekend. And compared to global opening of Captain Marvel, it is honestly a far cry from it. That if you were to be looking at this in any other way outside of a disaster, I want whatever you're having. Please let me know, because it sounds good, because there's nothing here. There's no way to spin this in a positive way. It doesn't matter. It's a disaster. Now, before some of the people in the comments come at me going, "But I thought you said you liked this movie. Why are you talking about it being a disaster and a failure? Explain this, because I'm dumb." Okay, let me explain this. You can still like something, and it cannot make money. Does that make sense? There you go. I just explained it to you. If how much money something made means you have to love it, then I'm glad to tell you all that you all love the Avatar franchise as much as I do, and that's the greatest thing in the world ever because it made a ton of money. See, we can't do this. But yeah, look, this film, it's not doing good. It's doing disastrously bad. If we're to just factor in weekend over weekend drops, the ones that you can expect weekend over weekend, typically a 50 to 70% drop, weekend over weekend, this thing is not making any budget back ever. It's going to be impossible. That's where we're at. Again, we'll talk about it when we get more. Maybe these numbers can be slightly higher once revised. Who knows? If that's the case, we'll talk about it. But this thing is dead.